planning on having a big day, but that usually means something will go wrong.
Hello and happy day. Welcome to New Age Custom Farming. If you're new here, we are a custom farming operation in Wisconsin. And as you guys know, we are just busy and a half. Friday, getting new calves. Avery's spraying. I think they're chopping. And I have to go work at a tractor pull. We won't be pulling there tonight, but I do have to work at it. So let's get into today's video. Well, I know I didn't show much, but got all the new calves in electrolytes, got them into the robot, got them able to drink a little bit, gave some grain, gave shots. I'm going to wait to give Nasalgen until tomorrow. We do a second round about a month after the calves have got here. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do that because you really shouldn't give that on the same day as you give your shots. So that's why had to fill up the robot. I think I'm done in here, and then it's time for us to go to the tractor pull. We are going to the Mazamani River Rumble. We are not pulling there. They don't have the Pro Stock class there, and then obviously the Limited Pro is not ready yet. But I have to work at it, so I'm sure we'll still include a few pulling videos in this.
And we're spraying again. Shocker, I know, right? I started spraying this morning. It's already noon, but I sprayed 2 loads of bean fungicide. So we have enlist beans is what we have. So I had a little bit of enlist in the tank, and I had to rinse out. So I had enlist residue in the tank. So I had to rinse out before I went to hay or spray some alfalfa anyway, which is what I'm doing now. So instead of spending my time rinsing, all I did was spray 2 loads of bean fungicide, which the fungicide can go on alfalfa anyway, so that's not going to hurt. So I basically used 2 loads of bean fungicide to rinse my sprayer out instead of wasting my time rinsing, going to hay, and then going into beans. I just got 2 loads of beans sprayed, 160 acres of beans sprayed, and that's about the best rinse you can do because you're doing a high volume of water through the tank instead of just rinsing with like 100 gallons. I mean, it works, but it takes a half hour. Well, in a half hour I can spray 50 acres. So instead I just sprayed 2 loads, 160 acres of beans. I'm rinsed out. I got 160 acres sprayed that I have to spray anyway, and we move on. So that's what I did. We're climbing. Right now I'm spraying an insecticide on some alfalfa, about 140 acres I think it is. So I'm doing that right now, and then I have to go to some of our own alfalfa and kill some sedan grass out of it. So this spring we seeded down 80 acres, and it must have froze off or something. We had we had a bunch of dead spots out in the field, so we went and seeded back in alfalfa and sedan grass, and we just cut it about 2 weeks ago, and now the sedan grass is coming back and started growing. So I'm gonna go kill that out of the alfalfa and clean up the alfalfa field. So that's my plan.
I've got somebody new working with me. Mazamani River Rumble 2.0 Cheeseburger review from the Utter Brothers Creamery. So I'm hoping they're utterly delicious. You get it? They came fresh out of the fryer. Appearance?
Good. That tractor's breathing pretty heavy. So you got to factor in the heat right now. It's hot out. I'm going pretty hot here. Okay. Just the right amount of salty.
Good breading.
I'm going 7-7.
I go. This one's a good one.
Maybe even 8. I think I'm gonna switch to an 8. They're good.
You want one?
You gotta give a score. Get in here.
I'm going 7 out of 10. I'm going 7.3.
Probably like 7.5. I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5, 7.5, 7, 8. And what'd you say?
7.3.
7.3.
Well, they're merging the straw up into the windrows so we can bale it, but we're also already prepping for what's next. I believe that's lime. I'll have to double check with Avery, but that's gonna get spread all over here, and then this will be seeded into alfalfa. So our crop rotation goes wheat, alfalfa, and then either into corn or beans or whatnot.
Finish the lighter wheat field. You can get in this too. People don't care about me. We finished the lighter one and now we're on the heavy one. Trying to get it merged up here smoothly without making too big of a windrows for the baler. Which is hard to do because there's a lot of straw out here.
Which is a good thing.
We got a long way to go in this one.
A long way to go. What? What's it, the song? A long way to go. Something to get there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, eastbound and down.
Yeah, how does it go?
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Yeah, that.
Window is dirty. Well, we got both the fields merged up. Didn't do too bad. It's 7 o'clock now, so it really wasn't too bad. It went faster than I thought it would. But I'm really glad we did it tonight because it's kind of wet underneath where the sun doesn't hit it and dry it out. So I'm glad we got to flip it over and get some of the wet stuff maybe on top and get some air through it. It'll be good tomorrow, but we definitely got our work cut out for us tomorrow. There's a lot of straw in that field that we just did, and there's actually still quite a bit in the lighter field too. So we got both the balers. We got our baler hooked up and then the demo baler on, obviously, and we're gonna let her rip. See if we can't get it all done tomorrow. That's gonna be a tall order, but we'll see. So that's gonna be it for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's the next day. It's sunny out. It's all merged up. My glasses are fogging because I was just in the air conditioner and it's really hot out. Got both the balers hooked up. Well, the new one was hooked up. We got ours hooked up and ready. We're planning on having a big day, but that usually means something will go wrong. So we'll see how that goes. But
well, hopefully it just goes wrong with the old baler and you can keep chug-a-lug-lugging with this one.
I'm hoping nothing goes wrong with either of them because it's going to be a tall order to get it all done with 2 balers today. So we got a lot to do.
I was gonna say, looking at the time clock, you got not a lot of hours left.
I know, but it's still doing the grass. You gotta wait till it dries out.
That's because it's like a 90% humidity today.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Do you want good straw for your calves or not?
I do.
Okay, well then we have to wait for it to dry.
I know, I'm just letting you know it's really humid out. Do you want to know how?
I'm aware.
Do you want to know how I know it's humid
Yeah,
out?
because you ran home and you're soaking wet right now.
I ran to the farm from home and I'm soaking wet.
Anyway, Dalton's about done feeding. And then we're gonna move the water wagon back to the first field, so if we light it on fire we can put it out. And then we'll come back, we'll check the wheat, or we'll check the straw. If it's dry, we'll come back and grab the balers and go hit her. I'm thinking that the really thin stuff over there should be dry by now. We can start there. Some dum-dum ran to the farm this morning.
I'm sweating just as much as the corn is.
Oh, dang.
I did run through the irrigation. That felt really good. I hope there's... Was it fertigating?
No.
Okay, good. I don't need to get any fertilizer.
I'm surprised you didn't stay there for a little while. You didn't lay in the creek?
Bree did.
Bree did? You didn't want to?
That's only like a third of the way into the run. So.
All right. Well, we got our water wagon moved to back to the first field that we merged last night, the lighter field. That'll be a little bit drier just because the straw is a little thinner there. So we're gonna go start there first. I'm heading out to the field right now with the yellow machine, and Dalton's behind me with our baler, and hopefully we can knock out quite a few bales today. This is a job I never do. This is always Dalton's job. So I'm gonna make some bales and then I'm gonna let him run this one, but I'm gonna let him run this one for a little while anyway. But he knows that other one inside and out, all the little quirks it takes to keep it shaking. It's got over 18,000 bales on it, so it's used and abused for sure. And I would say 17,000 of them, or probably 16,000 of them are corn fodder bales and bean stubble bales. So that puts a lot of dirt through a baler. So that's about the hardest thing you can do with a baler. I mean, it's really hard on them. So it's definitely getting to the point where she's starting to get wore out, but it's still shaking though, so that's all that matters. Well, that was easy, and I didn't go very far, and I got one made already. So I think I got to put a little bit more net wrap on it though. And I think I'm gonna tighten the pressure up a little bit too. It's at 900 PSI right now. Feels just a little bit loose to me. There's Dalton. I should have grabbed a radio. So, yeah. We like a lot of the net wrap on them because they sit outside and they shed water a little bit better. And if they're a little bit tighter too, they'll shed water a little bit better. So I'm going to bump up the pressure a little bit and put a little bit more net wrap on it. But I started right there by that telephone pole, and I came down here and right here, and I already got one. So there's gonna be a lot of bales out here, that's for sure. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. I think that this is the pressure here. Maybe. Pressure. Yeah, see, it was at 900. Let's try 1100. And then I think this is how many times it wraps. We'll try 4 times. Pretty sure that's right. So, yep, that changed to 1100. And the last one was set at 900 and it did 954. So let's try another one and we'll check that. All right, I like this red, white, and blue net wrap too. Oh yeah, that's getting better already. God, I might even put a little bit more net wrap on it. And I might pump up the pressure just a little bit more. It's just, we like them tight because they sit out in the rain, you know. Let's play with it. We'll bump it up a little more and check one and see how it goes. And if I don't like it, I can always switch it back. It's not like it's hard to do. Man, we're making bales quick though. I already got 2 made. That don't take long, especially with windrows like this. And these are this one's probably one of the bigger ones in the field. The rest of them are a little bit smaller, but in that other field, they're all of this big, if not bigger. So the other thing I was worried a little bit about was this hitch grabbing a lot of the straw, but right now it seems to be doing all right. They've got this instead of a long hitch pin in here, they got a short one in here, and then this thing is what holds the pin in instead of having a key at the bottom, which is nice because the key would already be gone. So let's make another one, see how it goes. All right, this is starting to look better. I got 4.75 wraps around the bale on the net wrap, and I can feel it's definitely getting tight enough. I'm gonna pull over by Dalton when I get over there and make one for him, and he can take a look at it, make sure he's happy with it. But it's definitely already getting better. So 3 bales, I got her tuned in. we're getting towards the end. Those are the last few rows, and Dalton's working his way towards me. My window's a little dirty, but Dalton's over there working his way towards me. Let's see here, what do we got going? I just got one made. Alright, we're gonna see here. I'll show you how fast we can make a bale. I've just got one made. I'm not gonna make one before the end here, but we'll have to turn around and go back. So I timed it earlier. It was like 1 minute and 15 seconds. I could make a bale and wrap it and dump it from the time I dumped one till the time I dump the next one. So that's, and they're 72-inch bales. They're 5x6 bales, so pretty big bales to make in 1 minute and 20 seconds. So obviously you got the turnaround time there. Going back, finally back in the windrow now. Those little lines right there tell you left and right to keep your bale square so they're not all leaning in the field. There's the one I just made. Just like that. Now it starts wrapping. And then it'll beep at me again, so you're not going to be able to see it because the window's so dirty, but it's wrapping. It'll beep at me again. In a second, I'm wrapping them quite a bit, 4.75 times around. There we go, now it's saying kick it out. Pull my lever, lifts the back up, put it down. Ready for another one. Yep, this video is 1:48, and obviously I'm slowing down a little bit for every, you know, for filming. I can do it faster when I'm not filming, but looks like we got, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8 windrows left, and Dalton's over there making them, so about 15 minutes we're gonna have this about licked. Well, got it all done, so 369 bales started. I think we started at like 11 o'clock, something like that. It's 8 now, so not too bad of a day. We had a few struggles here and there. I did 212 bales today, so definitely didn't set any records, but Baler ran good, made really nice tight bales, square. You know, they weren't leaning very much if I drove it right, so man, it's a nice machine for sure. I wouldn't say that it bales any faster than our baler that we have, but I mean they're essentially the same machine. I mean, obviously they have a few different things about them that, you know, are changed throughout the years to improve on it, but hopefully they just made it a little tougher, honestly. But like I said, when we're in the same windrow in the same part of the field, he's going bale for bale with me with that old machine. So I guess that shows you that they last a while too. So like I said, that one's got 18,000 bales. This one's got like 1,000. So I don't know. They're both good machines for sure. But this is my biggest day baling ever. I think I've only made 40 bales in my life before today, so something different, not too complicated once you get it figured out what you're doing, but kind of fun, something different that I don't get to normally do. But I guess for my final thoughts, it runs good, makes a nice bale. What more can you ask for? So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.